Hello everyone. Today I will be refuting the article Rapper Ice Cube Denounces Trump by Walter Williams from the AV Press. Now, this article focuses on the issue of school choice. School choice is a very complicated issue, but the main idea behind school choice is that by introducing competition into public education, the market pressure would inevitably make the schools better than the government ever could. And the government would implement school choice by giving families vouchers or a type of credit that they would use towards going to a private charter school. And the moral idea behind this is that lower income families would get this voucher, and instead of going to the public school in their zoned neighborhood, they would get to use the voucher to go to a private charter school that they otherwise would never have had the opportunity to go to without this voucher. So on paper, that all sounds great, that sounds amazing, people getting opportunities they never would have had, and schools improving because of market pressure. That all sounds great. And you think, oh, it's a charter school, it's private, it has to be better than public schools. So on paper, that all sounds great, but there are a ton of issues with school choice that we're gonna get into. So the first argument I would like to address is actually a quote from Trump used in the article. "We believe that every parent should have educational freedom for their children. People want school choice." Now, to this argument, I would say that public funding for private education hurts public education. Now, according to Valerie Strauss in an article for WashingtonPost.com, last accessed May 1st, 2020, a recent study by Innovation Ohio demonstrated the loss of millions of dollars intended for the Van Wert County local public schools that instead flowed to charter schools. As the study's authors explained, the burden for financing charter schools has shifted to local taxpayers, resulting in steep increases in taxes. Now, this shows that school choice not only hurts funding for public education, but it's actually going to cost the taxpayer more. Public funding should be for public schools that are already accessible to all. Now, the second argument I would like to address is another quote used in the article, and this quote is from Betsy DeVos from the Education Department in the White House. Now, the quote reads, "These scholarships would most benefit America's forgotten students, who would finally have opportunities to pursue the best education for them in ways that rich, powerful, and connected families always have." Now, to this, I would argue that these scholarships are actually going to do the opposite. Now, these scholarships are going to benefit students who already have good opportunities. Arizona implemented the education savings accounts, which are just like the government's proposed education freedom scholarships. According to Greenblatt of Governing.com, last accessed May 1st, 2020, Arizona's education savings accounts have been used overwhelmingly by families whose children were already attending high-quality public schools. 70% of the funds went to students who left schools that received ratings of A or B from the state. That's 10 times the amount that followed those leaving schools rated D or F, the kids who were supposed to be the main beneficiaries. School choice has been implemented before, and it has not benefited these so-called forgotten students. The last argument I would like to address is from the author himself, and the argument reads, "Racist Trump wants to give the children of urban parents the same thing Barack Obama, the former Michelle Robinson, and Ice Cube exercised, a better education through school choice." To this, I would argue that charter schools do not offer a better education. According to Lozano, Semelli, Souza, Diaz, and Salon, in their 2020 academic journal, Education Policy Analysis Archives, the Stanford Center for Research on Education Outcomes launched a new study in 2013 showing that charter schools' results improved both for reading and math when compared to the 2009 report. These improvements, however, are not significant. The report revealed that in reading, 25% of charter schools are doing better than traditional public schools, but 56% of charter schools showed no significant increase showed no significant difference, and 19% were significantly worse. In math, 29% of charter schools are doing better, while 40% show no significant difference, and 31% are actually doing worse. So charter schools simply did not perform better than public schools. And I would just like to reiterate again that public funding should be for public schools. Thank you.